Time now for our VIP Chautauqua with Cable 8's James Reed, and tonight part 2 of our visit with professional pumpkin carver Pat Moser and his incredible Grumpkins.
VIP Chautauqua is brought to you by Reed's Jewelers.
Mr. Moser's unique pumpkin carving technique has drawn interest from national media like the Wall Street Journal, as well as from places as far-flung as Hong Kong, where he was personally invited a few years back. Pat talks a little now about the tools of his trade.
Well, certainly, there's levels of tools. We've got a lot of material to remove off. I mean, on this guy, he had that white with green veined sort of woody outer shell, that all had to be stripped away. And microplank graters are awesome for that, because we can just sit there and chew away at the surface and remove a lot of material at the same time. Clay loops are indispensable because we have them in every shape and size to be able to go from just massively removing material off of an area to doing the finest detail work. I have those tools to assist me. And, we can still go grab a lemon zester. If you've got a cheese plane running around, oh yeah.
The kind of work Pat does requires him to be not just an artist, but also an engineer, carefully plotting each pumpkin structure before even thinking about starting to sculpt.
Well, I really have to because, the other guys, they're going to go cut through the pumpkin. They're going to do, basically a traditional jack-o'-lantern that's got some surface decoration on it. But literally, that's what separates me, because I am actually having to deal with the flesh and exactly how the pumpkin grew. Each one is completely unique, and there is no way I could ever do a request.
Requests are also out of the question because Pat claims that the Grumpkins actually guide him into revealing their inner selves and not the other way around.
Well, it truly is that they are the one choosing, because especially this guy. I mean, if you go and try to drive those tools, you never know it's going to catch that grain, and it's going to go right where he wants it to go, which is typically not where I want to go. And so I have learned that, yeah, in some cases you can go and swing hard with the clay loops and, take a 1/4 inch chunk off at a time, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But any time that I have, run into that, I've always hit snags, because the reason it's dropped slowly is because of the structure of the pumpkin itself. And if you're taking material off too fast, you have no way of putting it back.
And it would sound like Pat's quite content in his role as the Grumpkins ambassador to the world at large.
It's a hell of a lot of fun, and I get a lot of joy just from the fun of the people that I meet when I get kidnapped and taken off to these places for a few days to hang out and carve a Grumpkin for everyone.
All right, thanks, James. And James reminds you to check out more of Pat's fantastic pumpkin carving creations via his website, www.grumpkins.com.